So, as you might notice, by the grey skies, I am back in England, back in London, back in my garage. So if you haven't been keeping up with exactly what I've been doing here on this channel, I've spent about 8 days traveling bikepacking with Sav from Rome all the way down to a town in the south of Italy called Lamezia Terme, all whilst filming every single leg of my bikepacking adventure right here for my YouTube channel. We called it Project Italia, and I just wanted to take this opportunity to say a massive thank you to everyone who watched those videos and really got behind us. It really made all the difference, and I'm really proud of those videos. But today I thought it would be a great opportunity to run through my bikepacking setup. Exactly how I've got my bike set up, what I brought, and all the little tips and tricks that I learned along the way. Just a quick note, I wanted to say stay tuned to the end of this video where I can tell you exactly how to get some of this stuff at a little bit of a discount so you can get a setup just like mine. So let's get into it. First things first, I'm riding for this trip not a very stereotypical bikepacking setup, it is just my road bike. This is a Ribble Endurance SLR carbon frame set with obviously Di2 and Zip 302 wheels. Now for this trip I set it up with SPD mountain bike pedals because I knew there would be a lot of walking. Obviously the bike set up with disc brake, hydro disc at that, which I found to be absolutely fantastic for braking under heavy loads. When it comes to the bikepacking setup itself, let's start towards the front with the bags. So I'm running a re-strap bag setup in the front with a front bar bag and also the snack pouch there at the front. In the front pouch I would store all of my electronics. So this is where most of the weight that I travel with goes. I feel like it is easier to put as much of the weight towards the front of the bike as possible. Moving further back, we've got the stem bag there. I use this bag to store my drone for easy access whilst on the move, but it could be designed for another water bottle or a sweet pouch or basically anything you want easy access to. Moving further back, obviously we've got the frame pack here. I think this is a medium to suit my 56cm size frame. It fits in quite snug but perfectly there, and I found this bag to be extremely useful for, again, stuff that you need easy access to.
Why are you phoning me from upstairs?
What? Oh, sorry.
Now moving towards the back of the bike, I've left the re-strap ecosystem, if that's what you can call it, for a tail fin aero rear seat pack. Now what makes this system so unique and so good is that not only is it an aero system, gone are the days where you had to have panniers on the side, where I tend to store all of my clothing, my shoes and all of that kind of stuff. As you can see, this system also allows me to travel with my laptop. Absolutely integral for someone who makes videos on the go like I do. And let me show you how that works. So this is just a normal laptop sleeve from Fuel, I think this is how you pronounce it. But as you can see, Tailfin have kindly customized it. You can see on the Tailfin here, it has a carbon bow. Now this is exceptional because it means this here is a mounting system and you can pretty much mount whatever you want onto it. Obviously, in my case, I will be mounting my said laptop to that unit. In addition to all the clothing in my rear seat pack, this is where I also fasten my follower rucksack, a rain jacket, attach my cap there if you're wondering how I travel with it, and most importantly for this trip, my can of GT85 and also a spare tyre around to the other side as well. I don't bother with trying to fit my shoes into the main compartment. What I do is wrap them up in a waterproof bag and then bungee cord them to the main unit. Another thing that's really worth mentioning, very useful on these kind of trips, is that Specialized sell these side loading bottle cages. It means that when they are installed, instead of having to really squeeze it out with not much clearance at the top, you can just simply slide it out from the side, and I found it works a lot better. In terms of my experience riding this thing as a bikepacking setup, I absolutely loved it. Spending all day on this bike, I didn't find it too stiff or anything like that. Once you put all the stuff on it, especially the laptop and all the cables, this bike setup, mine especially, was well over 17 kilograms. And although you won't notice it that much on the flat, as soon as it goes uphill, you really do notice it. So quick break from my bikepacking setup. I'm gonna ask Sav a few questions about Project Italia now we've had some time to recover. Looking back, what was your favourite bit?
Everyone asks us this. We don't have an answer because it was so good in different parts. I really like when the bus saved us. I think that was just
Is that leg 3?
I like the feeling of the bus saving
Leg 2?
us. Leg 2.
Yeah.
I like the feeling of the bus saving us because I thought it was just in for the most horrific ride ever.
What's going on?
We're on the bus. It picked us up.
If the viewers had to watch one video, which one would you suggest that they watch out of the whole bunch?
Maybe like 4 to San Mango actually.
Yeah?
It was quite funny.
The one we had to walk up.
Yeah, it was so funny. And you've got beautiful Amalfi Coast that day as well, so visually that's
what
probably
more
the
could you
funniest.
want in one video?
Yeah, and there's a lot of me looking angry and sad.
And upset.
Yeah.
So plenty of highs on that trip. But what about lows?
That descent into Minuri that night.
Oh yeah.
I literally cried the full descent.
I wasn't able to film it because
I'm going to be honest, I just cried. Like, I'm not even going to blag that I didn't. I literally cried the whole way down and told Lawrence to just go because I felt so bad for him that I was slowing him down. So
would you do it again?
yeah, 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd love to go again. Not to, it's somewhere different.
Where would we go?
What about Switzerland?
Switzerland?
I mean, that's hilly though as well.
That's really hilly.
Croatia would be good.
Yes, Croatia would be amazing.
That's
Quite
on
similar
my
though.
list. That's on my list though, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's not. I think there's differences. Ask if anyone's been cycling in Croatia or Switzerland.
So now I've run through my exact setup for this trip. I thought I'd run through exactly what I take. So if I start with the top tube bag, obviously all the stuff that I want easy access to whilst I'm riding a bike. So spare lenses, we've got a pair of sunglasses, we have got my Anchor battery pack, which is extremely useful for charging stuff on the go. All of my spare inner tubes for this trip, tools, all that kind of stuff in the easy to access frame pack. Here in my snack pouch, so obviously dried mango, a packet of sweets, and some lubricant. So next up is the bar bag, which I will show you what's inside. It unclips very easily like so. And then one of the best things about these restrap bags is that they are just a holster and a dry bag. So inside the dry bag in the front is one set of bib shorts and one jersey, obviously from LAKA. I use them to pad out my electronics pack, which is what I locate predominantly in front. Now I hold all of these inside a little shoe pouch that comes with a pair of shoes often when you buy them. I find this very good. It would be even more useful if this was waterproof, but can't complain too much. So located within this pouch is all of the things that I need for an adventure. External hard drive, spare SD cards, converter, headphones, everything you would ever need to make a video like this. And when it comes to the back, it's just a case of undoing these bungee cords which tie everything together for me. Out comes my shoes. So let me show you exactly what I've got inside this rear pack. Unfortunately for us, as you would have seen on numerous occasions, we got absolutely drenched. And I'm talking not just a little shower, I'm talking torrential rain. We found that the restrap bags pretty much withstanded anything except the absolutely torrential rainstorm that we all caught up in, and it meant that water did get inside a little bit with the restrap bags, but only just so that they were a little bit damp. However, the rear pack was completely 100% waterproof. All the clothing in the back, not a drip of rain got through to these. So a couple of pairs of shorts as I got here. As it was early October, I also bought a pair of tracksuit bottoms. Obviously all the socks that I need. Underwear, in terms of long sleeves, there's absolutely no space for a proper jumper like this. So my solution was bringing 2 long sleeve t-shirts, which if I needed to, I could wear them both. In addition to this, which is a merino base layer from LAKA, which I'd put underneath if I needed that extra layer of the warmth. Obviously a series of t-shirts, I think I had 3. This is very good, and actually one of the questions that we had the most often is how do we wash our kit every evening? And the answer is with this. You bring a tube of this travel wash. When you get a shower in the evening, take all your clothes in with you, give it a good old scrub with this, and then to dry it, give it a good rinse, and that seemed to do the trick. But in addition to that base layer, another one, summer one, a gilet, arm warmers, knee warmers, I brought those just in case. Whilst I'm on the subject of top tips, I've got another one for you guys, and another thing that I had strapped to that rear pack was this, which is a foldable rucksack from Amazon. Really, really cheap. I think this one was about £15. And as you can see, it comes out of its pouch. And this is really, really useful because Not only is it fully waterproof, as you can see with the roller, I use this for many things. Firstly, when I'm traveling on the plane, I can't take any of these as a rucksack, obviously. So I've got a rucksack, I can put my laptop, all my electronics that I want to travel with, all of this on the plane. Secondly, we found when we were close to our accommodation and we wanted to do a supermarket run, buy a few essentials, whack out the foldable rucksack and voila, you've got a load of space to put all your goodies for that evening. And then the final and probably the most important use for this bag is when it absolutely pisses it down. This is where I store my camera. Put it in here, put it on your back, and this is the perfect solution to do all three things.
So yeah, that is my full setup. If you did have any questions or something that I haven't covered, please do write them down in the comments, and I can answer anything that you guys have. Obviously, with these trips involving a fair amount of travel, I'm exposed to some amount of risk. I've personally never bothered with insurance in the past, but my goodness, how I've regretted that decision.
So LAKA do bike insurance differently. They use a unique model where you only pay for that month's claims, so no fixed fee. I really couldn't recommend the insurance enough, whether you're traveling or not. If you want to sign up, I've left the link in the description below. Make sure you use code BikeLawrence for £10 credit. Not only do you get a bit of money off your insurance, but also you're really helping the channel out here so that I can do more cool trips like that one. Finally, before I round out this video, Restrap have also set me up with a code. So if you are interested in getting any of these awesome Restrap bike luggage, make sure you check the code in the description. And again, it will give you a small discount, but also help the channel out here. The code for Restrap is Carpenter10.
So as usual guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you found this video useful, or at least somewhat entertaining. And if not, stay tuned to this channel because I've got some really exciting things coming in the next couple of weeks, some of which with Francis Cade. See you on the next one. Ciao.
Cause we'll need a soundtrack as we wander through the barren west. And we knew we weren't alone in this life.